Some stories get buried. This one did. Buried, but not forgotten.
One veteran died while he was waiting.
Even when the snow in Block D at the Lakeview Cemetery in Rib Lake, Wisconsin is so deep you can't find his headstone, the story of what was done to Vietnam veteran Donald Mannheim has been waiting to be told.
This just isn't right.
Jeff Hine tried before to tell this story. No one listened.
Is there any sense of how many men and women this could impact?
That's a question that I've asked myself for years.
Now retired, Jeff worked for 6 years beneath the dome of the Taylor County, Wisconsin government building as the Veteran Service Officer. That's how he met Donald Mannheim.
He was exposed to Agent Orange and dioxins in Vietnam.
Mr. Mannheim had Parkinson's. He'd been treated by private doctors at the Marshfield Clinic for more than half a decade. For veterans exposed to Agent Orange, Parkinson's is what's known as a presumptive illness, automatically qualifying you for VA benefits.
So all he had to prove was, I was in Vietnam and now I have Parkinson's. That's all he had to do. And that was denied.
At the Toma VA, Mannheim was seen by neurologist Mary Jo Lanska. Records show in a brief compensation and pension exam, Dr. Lanska decided all the veteran's other doctors were wrong. He didn't even have Parkinson's. Benefits? Denied. Mannheim appealed, but died waiting. On his death certificate, listed as a contributing factor, Parkinson's. Jeff Hine had seen enough. He'd had other veterans go to Toma VA for benefit exams and see Dr. Lanska.
They were all denied.
Jeff blew the whistle. He wrote this letter in 2017 to Toma VA leadership about what happened to Donald Mannheim and spelled out several similar cases with one common denominator.
Dr. Lanska.
Among those similar cases, the stories of Logan Becker and David Kaczmarek.
The truth be told.
David served during both wars in Iraq, was exposed to toxic substances, and survived this suicide car bomb.
This one I'm very proud of.
He received a Purple Heart for shrapnel wounds and had a documented battlefield traumatic brain injury, a TBI. He too developed Parkinson's, was diagnosed and treated by private doctors in Marshfield, and got sent to Toma VA for a benefits exam by Dr. Lanska.
I was in it for less than 20 minutes. She determined within my records that I didn't have a TBI. My jaw dropped.
What'd she say about your Parkinson's?
I didn't have any Parkinson's.
I spent about 5 minutes in her office.
Logan Becker had 3 battlefield blows to his head, including being knocked unconscious, ejected out the top of this armored personnel carrier when it drove over a bomb. Ever since, debilitating headaches, mood changes, sleepless nights. He filed for TBI benefits. Dr. Lanska claimed all his symptoms were because he worked part-time for a DJ service, not from his combat service.
Denied, denied, denied.
Not being a neurologist, I'm just an old infantry grunt, but it didn't make any sense.
Jeff, in his letter, asked Toma VA to review the cases to determine their correctness and look into Dr. Lanska's other cases. So what did leadership here at the Toma VA do when they received that whistleblowing letter? The answer is apparently nothing.
The only message that I ever got back is it's being looked into.
Nothing changed?
Not that I'm aware of, but I stopped sending people over there.
For the past year, KARE 11's Broken Promises investigation exposed how Dr. Lanska misdiagnosed veteran after veteran after veteran, resulting in benefits and, in some cases like Brandon Winishek's, medical care itself for his traumatic brain injury being denied.
I was struggling to, not kill myself.
Dr. Lanska has never responded to emails or phone calls.
Dr. Lanska,
so we recently knocked on her door.
I'd like to ask you some questions about all the veterans that you've been misdiagnosing. Does not look like she wants to talk to us.
The VA itself has also refused to speak with us. until now.
I think it's really important that we're transparent as an organization about what's going on. And
Dr. Daniel Zomchek is the new director overseeing a multi-state region of VA hospitals, including Toma. He says so far, they've found no record of receiving or doing anything with that whistleblowing letter Jeff Hine wrote more than 5 years ago.
the letter that you're referring to, dated in 2017, we received just recently, actually from your office, in preparation of this, of this meeting. But we are looking into that now, of course, all of the concerns, any of the concerns that were raised.
Dr. Zomchek says they recently launched an independent review using a sampling of benefits exams done by Dr. Lanska and found a pattern. 31% were done incorrectly.
And that's a problem.
When a problem is identified, it has to be addressed. This problem has been identified for quite some time, and it's never been addressed.
Never addressed until now. Some stories just won't stay buried.